On this episode of Clean and Friends, Clean and Cabalas are joined by the one and only CyberBoi, a content creator who's gone from editing in the shadows to building a multi-content powered empire of his own. But this isn't just another creator spotlight. We're diving deep into the chaotic world of Paradise, the mysterious game stirring up controversy in both the gaming and crypto spaces. From visual glitches and shady devs to aggressive legal threats and the unanswered question, who is Robert Lee? CyberBoi shares his journey, the wild ride of community building, and offers sharp insights on the state of the gaming industry, from Unreal Engine's potential to the accountability or lack thereof from platforms like Steam and Epic. They even pause to talk Deftones and get nostalgic for classic GTA. Let me stop before I spoil anything, and welcome to Clean and Friends.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Clean and Friends. I told you that we were going to be consistent again, and we've been coming back. We've been doing a lot more lately, but today we have a very special episode. In his application, the pronunciation of his name is Paradise Revealer. Let me introduce you to CyberBoi.
Hello, everyone. I'm the Paradise Revealer.
How you doing today, my friend? It's truly a pleasure having you here on the show today.
Mate, it's my pleasure. Like, my past few months have been interesting thanks to your help as well. You know, the amount of work that you've done in the community. I'm sure we'll cover it at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna come through that.
There's a lot to go through. This is gonna be an interesting one, boys.
Yes, it will. And I mean, there's a whole bunch of topics I want to talk to you about too. But for those who don't know, who are you? What do you do? To introduce yourself.
Okay, I'll try and give you a backstory in like 60 seconds. So,
Yeah.
I spent years as an editor for all sorts of YouTubers and different industries. I realized that I was spending my time making other people millions of dollars from YouTube. And I thought, hang on, why don't I do it? But what do you do it about? Well, you need to do it about something you're interested in. So started my Grand Theft Auto channel, and then over the past 13 months, something like that, 15 months, it's blowing up, and we're now hitting about 2 million views a month, 3 million views a month.
Nice, man.
So
That's amazing.
It's good. And I just talk about Grand Theft Auto. In the past month, it's been less Grand Theft Auto. It's been different games and other interesting gaming related stuff. But yeah, that's who I am and what I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Man.
I saw a video recently. You did a construction simulator style game, which that actually looked interesting. I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I mean, it's good for like 30-minute intervals. So it's like one of those VR games that you put the headset on and then you just end up vomiting for about 2 hours. But it's
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Don't get me started. I'm staring at my headset right now, and it's like it's been taunting me the entire day.
We were just talking about right before you came in here. He was like, I think I want to put on my Meta, and I was just like, I got to see if mine works.
Yeah, I've got mine over there, and it's like one of those things that you buy and you use it on like rare occasions, and you really enjoy using it, but then you forget about it for 3 months.
And it's fucked up. I can't forget it because it stares at me every fucking day. It's here with all my other consoles, and it's like, eventually I'll get to you.
It's kind of pointless. It's good, but it's like, the games are really good, but I wish a lot of the games were just on a console or a PC.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, it's interesting too. So you were saying that you were an editor for a bunch of YouTubers. Now I came into editing later. Like now I love editing right now.
Yeah.
It is so fun. And it's just like you work on something and then you delete something and you're just like, no one's ever going to see this error.
Yeah.
that we made. Like, what was it about editing that brought you into it?
So, like, I studied audio engineering, so my main kind of entrance to it was working with different musicians and bands and stuff, and some of them were quite big. But
Oh shit! All
after
right.
that, after that kind of like 4 year into that, a lot of the bands were friends with YouTubers, and then I just started kind of networking with YouTubers, and I naturally edited stuff anyway. But it's just like you'd go on holiday with your mates and you'd film a stupid video. Like, it was not.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that deep. It was just something I did for fun. And then a few of my videos, like, I mean, this was in early Instagram days. This was like 2014, 2015. A few people saw my Instagram videos and thought they were really good. So then YouTubers just started saying, hey, man, we're looking for an editor. And then I worked other jobs alongside editing. But after about a couple years, it just started paying way better than my jobs. So I was like, why work 25 hours a day when I don't have to?
At this point, you're building your own schedule. You're establishing your own name. You're building your
100%.
own boom, which is great.
100%.
Yeah, and your content's really fun to look at too. I've just recently, within the last like month and a half, 2 months, I realized that you do have other channels. Like, you do other stuff outside of gaming. And one of the things that really caught my attention was your Flat Earth series.
God, we're gonna go into this.
Yeah.
You
there was
to touch it.
there was because I'm a huge Deftones fan.
Yes,
And
my guy.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh
and
yeah.
and they're gonna be here in 3 days, and I'm unable to see them
Dude,
because
stop
they're performing.
Stop even mentioning
They're
it. 'Cause it's
performing on a
upsetting.
Wednesday. It's insane to me. And like, a buddy of mine was telling me about how the guitar player doesn't even perform live anymore because he's a flat earther, Stephen Carpenter.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit! Like that. Like, there's more people that really believe on this.
So, fun
That's what-
fact for you. Fun fact. I actually recorded a anti-flat Earth video, and I was wearing a Deftones hoodie, and I sent it to my mate to have a look at, and he was like, "You do realize that you probably shouldn't wear that hoodie in that video?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And because it was the Change in the House of Flies hoodie.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You shouldn't wear that." And then when I found that out, I was like, I don't care. Great band.
It is. Regardless of anything, it is a great band. Around the Fur lives rent free in my head.
Yes,
like
I've got Around the Fur
man.
vinyl as well.
Rent fucking free.
I really want to grab the new White Pony edition, the one that doesn't have Back to School on it.
Dude,
Because
we
like
know
that
a guy.
one,
You're New
Remember
Jersey, so did you like grow up with Glassjaw and stuff as well?
oh my god, yes.
Glassjaw, Thursday, El Nino.
Yes.
I actually shared a studio with
Yeah.
El Nino for a
So
while.
I've been trying to find a Glassjaw hoodie for the longest time, but they only have the blue ones, and it's so
Oh,
annoying.
good luck.
It's like gold dust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no,
actually.
you would have to find like an independent artist that's like a printer
Yeah,
to
100%.
like custom make
Yeah.
you like a black Glassjaw hoodie and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite band right now, Thrice. They've released
Yes.
a T-shirt for every single one of their albums just recently, and it's
100%.
like some
Yeah,
of
but
the
they
most.
capitalize on it. They
They really
capitalize on
do.
the
I mean,
marketing like
and-
crazy.
And they're coming out with the new album soon too.
Yep.
And it's just that, I mean, the music, and I mean, this between the last 3 years, music has been really good. I mean, Deftones keeps on pumping out new music, and regardless how Chino sounds, I'm still gonna go and see him.
Oh,
Dude,
you know?
100%.
All right. Since you brought it up, I want to piggyback off it. Glassjaw wise,
Mhm.
what was your thoughts on Head Automatica?
Can I?
I was waiting for that giggle.
I get it, but
Mhm.
as a Glassjaw fan, I didn't get it.
Yeah, when Beating Heart Baby first released, I was like,
Yeah. Thing is,
I
like
don't know
for
how I'm
me,
supposed to feel about this. Like,
like the original albums where you've got things like piano and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they're like, to be honest, even Coloring Book was a good album. but,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Vanilla Poltergeist Snake is so fucking well written. bro.
100%.
Such
And
a great song.
Yep.
but they've still kept their sound. They haven't gone to like the biggest producers like in the production scene. They've kept their sound. So hearing other sounds from members of Glassjaw feels a bit like it feels a little bit like a tribute band. Oh god.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. It's just his voice is just so fucking iconic. Like hearing it in another tone and taking it in a different direction was definitely, like, I was taken by surprise, completely by surprise.
And
I think
actually,
it shows his
guilty,
talent.
I enjoyed it. Okay, I'm admitting it. I enjoyed the fucking song. I liked it.
Well, you need to kick him off.
Oh,
yeah,
man, I
yeah,
liked it.
it's
I did.
there's been some contemplations. Fun little fact too, and this is without trying to dox Geo right now. Thursday for the song "War All the Time."
Yeah.
And it's one of the funniest things too. There's been a plot of land in our hometown because me and Gio grew up just a couple blocks away from each other, and there's a plot of land in a town in Union City, New Jersey, right across the river from New York City. And this little plot of land has been empty since like the 1970s. And it's still empty to this day. And for some odd reason, Thursday decided to shoot that music video there.
Oh, sick.
And to this day, you could go there, and it's just it looks just like it did when they filmed the music video. So
New Jersey's had a lot of talent. You've had My Chemical Romance.
Hurry, You're Dead. Well, they shot at the Lincoln Tunnel Motel, which is right down here.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
That's right.
And then you've had some amazing stuff like Miracle on the Hudson.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
You get the good shit.
Funny story about them. I played a show with them in Dumont, New Jersey, where they opened up the show for us, and we had to push other bands up on the bill to like make room for them.
Really?
Because they were busy in the bathroom putting on all the powder and shit. They were covering themselves. Yo, they were in that bathroom.
That's mental.
While putting on all this fucking makeup, we had to like get other bands that were booked later on the bill to go on before them because like we don't know what the fuck to do. Like they're stuck in there. Like,
yeah, of course. That's mental.
But not for nothing. They came out and they ripped that fucking stage apart. This is when they were on their like that whole vampire kick.
Yeah,
really fucking good sound. Really good sound.
That's awesome. I rate that.
Hungry as shit.
Yeah. So now to get back into some gaming because there's a lot of stuff in gaming too. Now, one thing that I have noticed you play Enzoy.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people are drawing, obviously there's the Sims comparisons and then there's some slightly Paradise comparisons as well. Are you enjoying Enzoy right now?
Yeah, so I've actually filmed like a full review. I just don't know whether to post it because it's like 50% good and 50% bad.
Yeah.
It's a really cool idea to revamp what is effectively Sims and make it an Unreal Engine. Really impressive, really cool. However, I did get bored quite quick playing it, and every time I go back to it, I enjoy it for an hour, and then after that, it's like, okay, this isn't scratching the itch anymore. I love what they've done, but it doesn't feel like a big sprawling open world where you can go out and do anything. Like when your characters go off to work, your camera is just hovering over the house, and it's like, okay, but what now?
Yep.
So,
and that's even with some jobs too, because even like there's the firefighter job.
yeah,
You're not actually fighting fires. You're working out at a computer all day doing dispatch.
yeah, and it's like all of the crime related jobs because I wanted to see if I can make it into a crime simulator. All of the crime jobs, it's just like you go to work and then miraculously you're in jail. It's like, okay, what happened? So I think it's good, but it's just I think it's just come out of early access, hasn't it? Or was it still in early access?
Yeah, it's still in early access, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited for the ghosts.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if they work on the game for a year, 2 years, keep going at it, I don't see why it can't be bigger and better than Sims. I mean, they're responsive to the community. I've had many conversations with Inzoy about a lot of stuff. They do listen. They have made a lot of changes already that just different creators and their fans have asked for. So I think it's good. It's just it's not a Sims competitor yet, just because it doesn't have the community, the resources, or the scene behind it. But it very well could be in a year or 6 months.
That's fucking cool. And for it to be already like just in early access and to give you as much as it does, is more than I can say for other titles.
100%. Yeah, 100%. For asset packs.
Yeah, because fuck's sake.
Yeah. So I mean, let's get it out the way because this is going to be a big part of the conversation too. Paradise. So as we said earlier, it's the
most highly anticipated game of the century.
That's the one.
Yep. The one where it's got over 640,000 wish lists or something like that.
Right.
one of the most interesting things I've ever seen in my life. Now, you were the first one to break the news about it. And
Yeah.
what was so interesting is that when I went in there in September, I woke up one morning, I see the trailer, and I looked at my wife and I said, this game looks great. And when the trailer ended, it said, play now. And I looked at my wife and I was like, you have a good day at work.
Yep.
I'm just going to go enjoy this and then we'll see what happens. And then, I actually still have the email when they said, oh, yeah, we're working some of the kinks out. Send us all your communication so we could get in touch with you. And then that's when everything started.
Yeah, it snowballed. It snowballed.
Yeah. So what was your experience with, what was your first introduction to Paradise? How did it all blossom and what happened?
I was on the toilet and I got an email. I got an email from...
a great start.
That was literally the start of every good story. I was having a shit, and then they emailed me saying that they're working on a game that's going to rival GTA 6, and that was their exact words. So obviously, in my head, 3 things happened. Firstly, wow, that sounds interesting. Secondly, that's kind of cute. And then thirdly, I was like, well, they've sent me a link to their trailer. I've got to see this. And then, like you said, I started watching it and I was like, okay, well, they've gone to the trailer is really well produced. There is no getting around that. It's insanely well produced. It's only when you actually start tearing into it.
When you pick it apart.
Exactly. Because prior to that, I had no knowledge of Unreal Engine. It's only over the past 6 months of talking to people that I've actually started making stuff in Unreal Engine just to play around. And it's like when I think the first red flag is when they mentioned crypto integration. And I was like, okay, well, that could be cool. But just in my head, crypto integration means someone's getting shafted. Someone's getting screwed somewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, they sent it to me and then I replied back to them, humoring them. So I was just like, yeah, so I mean, what can you offer? What are your budgets? And then bearing in mind, I was charging at the time maybe about $700 to $1,000 for a 60-second integration. And this was, I think I had about 20,000 subs at the time. They came back and offered me $50.
Jesus Christ.
So I was straight away like, right, no, this ain't going to work for me.
Yeah.
And then they asked why, and I didn't reply to them. And then obviously I didn't want to tell them because I know you're a scam and you're broke. So let's just not entertain this. So, and then I made my first video about it because I thought, well, might as well catch on to it. And at the time, the trailer was on 13,000 views, I think. I made that video on the 7th of October. And then after that first video, everything else happened. Threatened to sue me, said they're going to take me to court, told me I broke laws that didn't actually exist, which was funny.
Yes, a lot of fair use stuff that they were claiming was stolen.
It was very scary legal words. A lot of terminology.
Well, there was like a 10-minute, I think the video was like 10 minutes, I think, or 8 minutes, 9 minutes. And I think I used about 30 seconds of their trailer spread across the whole video. And they were saying all this stuff, and I just replied back to them saying, yeah, that's fine, you can try and sue me.
Yeah.
What were they really going to do?
Well, where are they going to send the letter to? They don't know who I am, my address, or anything.
That's true. And then on top of that, it's April 6th now, as we're recording this. Yeah. It's 4 days after the game was supposed to release.
Yeah. Well, it did release. Didn't you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it. I loved all the power that G-Gem maxed out on my PC that day.
Your electricity bill right now is looking horrific.
Oh my God. No, because and it's funny too. I received a text message today and I had to Google this. This seems to be a scam that happens a lot. I got a text message today that said your Coinbase API key request has been initiated successfully. And I'm over here thinking what the fuck? I said, if this was not your request, please contact us immediately. So I looked on Google and Google always has oh yeah, this scam number, call me. I was like, oh, it's just another one of those scam numbers. I'm like, but it is kind of a crazy coincidence that's going on.
They're onto you, Clean. They're onto you.
They love you're gonna end up getting all of your money taken, and you're gonna get bent over in the showers by Paradise. It's gonna happen.
Listen, they're gonna have to catch. Yeah, they're gonna have to catch me on a Tuesday. Then
my man loves to party.
Yeah, and it's so funny to me because the trailer came out, then your video came out, and we didn't even speak yet. We hadn't even met yet, and it was myself, Fluby, and Ty, and Mr. VCS, like the rest of the guys. We were all like scrambling, trying to find someone to talk to, and I am going to say this name because for me, like, this was something that I did take a little personally. I did write to a guy named Blue Thunder, who was one of the first people that I actually spoke to.
Yeah.
And Blue Thunder actually went back and said a couple weeks ago that he had no idea that it was a scam, yet me and him had a whole conversation, screenshots and everything. And then in one of the last trailers, Paradise featured him and then several other creators that were on there, which blew my mind because they kind of literally just screenshotted like EP quality video and slapped it onto
There's a lot of people like that, man. Like so over the past 6 months, I think, well, there was about like a month period where I reached out to a load of creators that were promoting them, just trying to do the right thing and just saying, just to let you know, you're pushing a scam. I know how much money they were getting offered, so surely $50 isn't worth ruining your entire career.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I tried to reach out and just be amicable and have like an adult conversation with them. And then this one guy was like, his name was Desmond. He's a GTA YouTuber.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, I didn't know. And then he was saying, okay, right, now I realize it's a scam. I won't post any more videos, but I do have to post 2 more because it's in my contract. And I said to him, I said, you do realize that your contract is immediately void because what they're doing is illegal. And he was like, yeah, but I could do with the money. And I just said to him, dude, if it's about the money, what are they offering you? And I'll pay you to not post the videos. So I offered to pay him to not post it.
Real.
And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm getting like $2,000 a video. I'm like, mate, you've got like 15,000 subscribers. You get maybe 200 views a video. They're not paying you that. Like, if they're offering me $50 for a 30,000 view video, they're not paying you $2,000.
Yeah, that math doesn't math.
No. So
that is actually kind of wild that someone would actually claim that they were being paid that much. When, you know, that is interesting. I
see it all the time. It's I mean, I reached out to Kalis as well. So Kalis has like 5 million subscribers, and his video, he kind of touched on the fact it could be a scam briefly, but for about 10 seconds. But the rest of the 12-minute video was glazing the project, and he didn't declare that it was a sponsored video. But Paradise came out and said it was a sponsored video. So I just messaged him and I was like, firstly, you have to declare your sponsorships on YouTube, but like, why are you keeping that video up? You have 5 million subscribers that are all very young kids that love Fortnite. Like, why are you feeding that? And I got left on red. It was on Instagram. Got left on red and didn't get a reply. So
you can't hide from that either.
No, definitely not.
No.
You really can't. So one of the biggest things about Paradise is that no one really knows who's at the top of this. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen faces, but we don't know who they are. Now, one name that keeps on coming up is Robert Lee. Now, the one question, you know,
a legend.
I'm sure you saw the video that Mr. VCS made. It's one of my favorites right now.
I love it. I love it. I debated having like a screenshot of it as my screensaver for a bit.
It's okay. I'm definitely okay with it because I'm okay with the good laugh. I really am. You know, Robert Lee loves me. But the big question is, do we believe that this person that was in the video, do we think that that person is a paid actor?
Yeah,
I
100%.
honestly believe so.
Yeah,
I think
it looked like he was reading a script.
Yeah. You know, I've always wondered that because he shows up as Robert Lee, but he doesn't really look like his AI image either.
No.
You know, it looks like a completely different person. And
wasn't he going by a different name?
We believe that he changed his name to Robert Bell.
See,
Robert Ballin.
No, that's not fucking sus at all, dude. Not at all.
I always think about Bell, the character from Call of Duty Black Ops that went nuts, and like he completely forgot who he was. I'm just like, this is so crazy. But yeah, you know, the Russian ties, the emails. What was the most aggressive that they got with you? Have there been any type of emails where like that you haven't shown just for whatever personal reasons because they've just got completely aggressive and disrespectful towards you?
So there was 16 emails in total. I think I've shown 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them where they were saying like that they are like they're going to pass it on to their legal teams. And then they were emailing me from their Paradise EVS domain, but on other email addresses, it came from the original domains that reached out for the collaboration. So the first email I had from them was from a Gmail account, but like I knew it was officially them because when they replied back to me, they referenced their initial email contacting me. So I knew it was the same people. And they just got kind of heavy-handed in the sense that they were trying to convey their power and their ability. I think what they did is everyone that made a negative video, they were just trying their luck, saying that you need to delete your video or you're going to end up in jail. But it's kind of the same thing that we saw throughout the entire project. A lot of the terminology, language, and wording they were using sounds like that maybe like an 18-year-old that doesn't really understand the gaming industry.
It was really convoluted.
Yeah, exactly that. It was like, I think it's not Hong Kong based. I believe it's a Russian who's in their late teens, maybe at most early 20s, 2021. I think they have tried to launch this scam crypto project. I mean, the guy that talks, on their community sessions, the Paradise community interviews.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine looked at that and said that the way that the guy is pronouncing certain English words sounds kind of Russian. And when you actually try and visualize that, you can start to hear it more. At first, I assumed he was based in Hong Kong and he was talking English and whatever, but he's not. There's definitely Slavic emphasis in his accent and the way he talks. So I think it's just a couple of kids that jumped in on a crypto scam. There's loads of websites out there where you can just buy reskinned XRP sites. I genuinely think that this is someone's project, their summer project.
Yeah. Now, the Unreal Engine is a very fun tool. I even, like you said, the last 6 months, I just to figure out, what could you actually be done. And I showed Gio a couple things, too. I got as far as, playing around with the metahuman, learning movements, rigging, character rigging.
Yep.
And that's as far as it got for me. And then I realized, I went through the Fab store.
Yeah.
And the Fab store, there's so many free assets alone, free textures, assets. You could easily... something that we have spoken about too, that's been part of the conversation, is the Matrix tech demo that was released.
Yeah.
A lot of the assets from there, even someone had mentioned that it is possible that the city could have been modeled in the same way as well. But the difference is that the Matrix tech demo city is completely done. You could roam around that one. It's you can't go inside places, but it's a fully developed tech demo. And the demo that we received was even barely a demo. It was even barely a tech presentation.
No.
Did you ever get a chance to play the actual demo yet? Because I know you were having issues.
No, so I haven't played the actual full tech demo yet. Main problem I had with actually getting it downloaded. So my internet speed is absolutely incredible, but I couldn't get the launcher to do anything. I have saved all of the files for the launcher, and I've sent them off to someone to rip them apart and see what background activities it's doing. I'm not going to hear back from him until Wednesday, but I wasn't planning on dropping another Paradise video, but I have also said that for the past 6 videos. But if I find something interesting in there, of course it's worth covering, especially if people have got viruses on their computer or something. So
Absolutely. I actually need to do another scan on mine right now. I've been told to use Sentinel-1 and stuff like that, because the GGEM launcher was absolutely horrendous. It just it was
my question still stands. It was 40 gigs of what exactly?
Yeah. Well, I don't think the 40 gigs was the 40 gigs was an issue, but I think it was only an issue because they hadn't optimized the assets. So all of the assets in there, they were fully textured. Even the buildings that were far off in the distance, they were fully textured, and there wasn't proper, in a normal game, you'll have proper draw distances where it renders stuff in. They were rendering everything in full distance from miles away. So I think the 40 gigabytes was probably to do with the fact that they've literally just made it in Unreal Engine and published it as a game rather than optimized it, or actually, because I can put a map into Unreal Engine, but I have no idea how to optimize it and make it game ready. And I don't think they do either.
No, that makes sense.
Because the assets alone are probably 30.
Oh yeah, especially the when I was thinking of like the grocery store one, right?
Yeah.
The grocery store, there is a lot going on there. You got the bags, you got the shelves, you have the food, every single thing in different shapes. I'm just like, that right there is the demo right there,
Yeah.
And you
100%.
couldn't even go into in the demo, whatever it was, the product that was released, that you couldn't even go into a grocery store. Nothing that was presented in those AMAs or anything that they've shown was in the demo.
No.
And then your evidence too, with your evidence that you showed that some of those assets were created in January.
Yeah, well, I found a few more assets that were actually created in the past, 2 weeks.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they have just cobbled it together. I saw some people argue that maybe they started off with one asset 6 months ago and then they've been building it up and introducing new assets over time. I think this is another interesting thing to talk about, the actual amount of cope in the community from people at the moment.
Yeah.
It's insane. Oh, you should trust them, give them a chance. They're a new developer. And I'm like, are you dumb? Are you sniffing glue? Is inbreeding illegal, or is inbreeding legal where you are or something? Why are you thinking this game is real?
Yeah, it's funny too, because the same 3 people that I see in their X are the same 3 people defending it. And there's one person that has gone back and forth. Like, they were saying, oh yeah, this game's gonna come out. And then when the game didn't come out, this specific person was saying, like, oh, it's a big scam. But then just today I saw them writing but there's a chance. There's a chance.
As well. I've seen the comment. I'm like, what? The only thing that I can assume is that they're just very young. That's the only logical conclusion I can draw. And if you're young, you shouldn't be on Twitter.
That part definitely, because there's a lot of saucy stuff in there that that even Daily Motion, you would be surprised, would let slide sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen some things.
It's just,
to be fair though, it is the best racism app. It is really good at that.
It truly is. And when talking about the coping, it's like there's more people who are still coping than there are people who are still fighting it right now. Because there are a lot of
I mean, from a personal aspect, I think as a gamer, as any gamer would assume, you have that anticipation. Like, you want something of this caliber to be released. You want something at this level to be released. You want to enjoy something like this. So yeah, it's definitely frustrating and upsetting when you're presented with one thing and you're delivered shit. And then the excuses that come on top of that are just like, I'm still baffled at how they rebutted that statement that they wrote and how they worded it. Like, it was like a fucking high school kid, pretty much answering back. Like, it was ridiculous. Well,
it's funny as well, because they're like, we're going to address your questions, and then they proceeded to address questions that no one asked.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
In fact, did they publish a part 2 to that?
No, I have been looking aggressively, waking up in the middle of the night to go piss, and I'm just like, oh, did they write anything?
I want to check again now, because I need to know. It's burning me up inside.
It's just amazing, the excuses they make. I mean, when Sanchez and I ripped apart the trailer, it was just too obvious. There was too much that was obviously red flagged.
Of course.
Way too much red flag. Upon first watching, amazing. Like you said before, it looks fucking promising. Holy shit, give me. But when you break it down, you're like, something about this ain't fucking right. Visually, it doesn't look right. Nothing was perceptively measured out the right way. It was fucking weird. They were toying with the camera angle too much to hide a lot of shit.
Oh yeah,
fucking weird.
Man. There was animals that weren't wagging their tails.
Yeah,
there was
what the fuck? They look like taxidermy and shit.
There was a big SUV truck that ran into a yellow cone.
I saw that,
and the cone obliterated the truck. That was funny too.
Oh my god, no.
So what? I mean, every person I speak to, they say, well, this is going to go on for another couple months. I feel like maybe another month or so. And I just feel like they're just going to get aggravated. But do you think they're going to try something else? Or do you think they're going to shut this down and try another project with a different name and a different approach?
I think this is just my opinion because at this point I have no idea what to expect. I think the plan from day one was to pump up the value of their crypto coin, and the game actually wasn't even supposed to be considered as being real. All they wanted to do was build up hype, which would hype up the coin, and then if they made a couple $1 million, they'd probably dip and then leave. But by the looks of it, maybe they didn't make the money that they wanted to because so many people outed it. So instead, once again, it's just my opinion, legally speaking, no one here is responsible for what I'm about to say, but I think the GGEM launcher was their project that they decided to introduce because the GGEM launcher was made at the end of October. That's when they registered and incorporated that product and service and registered it under themselves. I think they got the GGEM launcher ready because they realized that if they can't make money out of the crypto side of things, they need to do something else. And I reckon the launcher, if we do find anything nefarious in it, I think that's their way of cashing out of the situation by whether it's mining crypto on everyone's computers or whatever it might be. Obviously, just speculation. We don't know for a fact, but I think they'll probably try a couple more things. They're probably just going to keep it going until Steam or Epic shut them down, which...
Yeah, that's another conversation right there.
I'm just about to say, why hasn't that happened yet?
I mean, that's been my take since the beginning of this when you first introduced me to this whole ordeal is why isn't Steam and Epic taking accountability? Why aren't they really fucking monitoring the shit out of it?
Money.
Exactly. Yeah. And honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they're going to stop. I think they have what I said in our previous episode. They committed to the bit. Yeah. They're completely committed.
Oh my God.
Bit. They've bullshit and weaved this web of bullshit for so fucking long. They're gonna commit to it until something drastic happens. Yeah. And I'm along for the ride. I can't wait to see them fucking implode.
And it's interesting too because when this all started, the first video I ever saw before I saw your Cyber, there was a video by one fellow who found the game on PlayStation. Do you remember that? The PlayStation Store version?
Oh.
And we couldn't find a connection between the two other than the content that was presented.
So there was a connection. It wasn't there in the first 2 months. So it was originally called City Paradise on the PlayStation 5 store. Yep. The artwork that they used was literally just generative AI. All the writing made no sense. And then they issued a statement saying that it was nothing to do with them. The Paradise Ultra Games issued a statement saying it was nothing to do with them. And then a month later, the trailer got added to the page, the City Paradise page. Then the name of it got changed from City Paradise to just Paradise. And then about 6 to 8 weeks ago, PlayStation took it down. And I know PlayStation took it down because if you go to the URL, it says this content has been removed. Whereas if the page doesn't exist, it just redirects to the PlayStation Store homepage. So I think PlayStation removed it, but it's hard to say. I mean, PlayStation they're a bit more corporate than, of course, Steam or Epic. So they have a bit more of a social responsibility to manage that.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because the one company that was listed in the City Paradise in the PlayStation shop was Gaming Dev SLR, but even Gaming Dev SLR, they didn't have anything in their resume that was they had a bunch of doppelganger, old style simulation games, body cam, and it was just weird to see that. So have you ever been able to find the connection with Gaming Dev SLR?
Yeah, so it's Gaming Dev SRL because SRL.
Oh, that's right.
Because that's German. I believe that's a German or Austrian when you register a business, I think it's...
Yes.
I think that when you register in Germany or somewhere else in the European Union, they have SRL rather than Limited or LLC or something. So there's actually about 5,000 companies with variations of that name. And there is a real company called Gaming Dev SRL that have made real games. But you can... In some countries, you can register businesses under the same name as long as you have a different business registration number. But unfortunately, in the PlayStation Store, we just had the name, not the business registration number.
Yep.
So it was hard to tell. What they probably did was register a business in the European market so that they can distribute it through Sony EU. That was my go-to, but at the same time, I don't know why they go to that effort if they never really planned to finish the game, whether it was to make the coin look more legitimate or... But then this brings us to another point, which is when we're talking about why haven't Steam or Epic removed it, Steam in their policies obviously you can't have crypto in the game,
Yeah.
but it also says that your platform, your game, or your business and brand can't be linked to crypto. So we know for a fact that Paradise, the game on Steam, is supposed to be the non-crypto version, and the one on Epic is supposed to be, but the business is linked to crypto. The game relies, or the company relies on crypto from the marketing from the games. So it is a clear violation of Steam's policies, and I, for the life of me, can't come up with a valid reason why Steam hasn't just looked at the page and gone, this is a problem.
Yeah. There's also their Telegram is still linked to their Steam page too, which is where all the crypto shenanigans is happening. You know, I mean, I don't know shit about crypto, but like you said earlier, when you hear crypto and what you know has been behind it and the stigma that it's created, you already have like that this is weird. But there are some games, not many, but there are some games that have been successful in the crypto space, you know? Yeah. Do you think something like a game this ambitious could be successful in the crypto space if done properly?
No. The only reason I say no is a game this ambitious would require a community of people of which 50% is under the age of 18.
Yeah.
I mean, in the UK anyway, Grand Theft Auto is 18 plus. You can't buy it unless you have ID saying you're 18. And the whole interest for these sorts of games, the only reason Grand Theft Auto is so successful is because it's commercially accessible. So whether you're 14 or 70, you'll know Grand Theft Auto, you would have played it, and you can have a decent-ish experience. I don't know anyone in person that, like, in my day-to-day life that has any interest in crypto. It's too niche for enough money to go into it, because a game that could be commercially successful like that would probably cost at minimum $100 million or so, give or take. And no company is going to invest money into doing that for an audience that is still relatively small. Crypto's huge, but it's not that big.
Exactly.
I felt like I've learned so much in the past 6 months about crypto, about scams, about game development, about liars. I felt looking back at myself when I was a younger flower. You know what I mean? And just like, hey, I used to act like that whenever I got caught. And it's
100%.
It's like same attitudes and same things, and it's just like this is such an interesting time and an interesting thing to bring us together too, because I have just recently heard of you through the guys, and I love your work. I think your editing, and this isn't like bloating or like kissing your ass. Like, I am a fan of what you do. You're honest, because like while we shift, hey, listen. Only on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. and it's only Sunday today, so
It's only 40%.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm 40%. The rest of it, it's questionable. We're still figuring it out.
Well, you know what they say, it's not gay if you wear socks.
And I never take my socks off, so
my man.
I swear to God, I wear socks for everything.
I'm wearing 3 pairs.
Man, so let's shift over to some GTA stuff. And it's funny because some people have said that you are a GTA conformist, and you're
wow,
you're
that's
not.
a bold statement.
Yeah, you're really not, because you've always been right down the middle with them. You've been very honest about them. So what was the first GTA game you played?
Vice City. Though for me, it's still the Grand Theft Auto that I have the fondest memories about. I think I was 7 when I first got it. I didn't get it when it came out. I got it just after. My parents were pretty chill, but my mum did walk in once when I was walking into the strip club, the pole position strip club. And then she went straight down to my dad and was like, "What is he playing?" And then I had to explain that I was just doing a mission.
It's always that's how you always get in trouble. It was the same thing with my wife when I had gotten GTA 5. It had just came out, and I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game, and it's a mission with Trevor, and it brings you to the strip club. And my wife came in, and at that time we had like one of those houses that you go down the stairs and you could go around, and she could come up behind me.
Yeah.
She was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, this is that $60 game I just bought."
Probably didn't help that you were jacking it at the same time.
Well,
No,
we won't
definitely.
mention that part. We missed full
Definitely not.
details on that one. But yeah, Vice City. Vice City is a special one. So you must be excited for 6 then, because there is. I mean, we're going back to Vice City. And
Yeah, man.
did you ever assume it was going to be in Vice City again? Did you ever
Yeah.
think we were going to go back?
100%. It was the only place that we haven't gone back to, and it's the one place that requires the best graphical ability, because when
Oh my
you're dealing
God.
with neon lighting, you're dealing with diverse weather systems, you're dealing with the Bermuda Triangle, you're dealing with everything off the
Oh my
coast.
God, that's
and
right.
yeah, and the intercoastal waterways of Miami. Like, there's so many things that I'm sure 13 Rockstar would have wanted to go back to Vice City, but the technology just wasn't there, and
Yeah.
they knew in a decade it would be. So save that for the game of the future.
Yeah.
And boy, did they get
Yeah.
Oh, don't stop. Don't.
You know,
I
but
was in
it's
school when
I-
GTA 5 came out.
I've expressed every intricate of rage within me because since the presentation of GTA 6, and every teaser that is released just enrages me more because it's just fucking drop it already, please. Just fucking drop it. Like, why are you playing with me?
The thing is I'm so, like, a year ago I was beyond excited. I was like a pig in shit, man. I was so like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best thing in the world. Now, as I'm growing as a creator, I am terrified of, like, because as it is, my work schedule at the moment is horrible. I make a video, I put a video out every single day, and sometimes that
you
video
do.
is 40 minutes long, sometimes it's 8 minutes. Who knows
Yeah.
how long it would take to edit? And when it comes to GTA 6 coming out, I'm hoping that they don't release online at the same time, because I want to get through the story. I want to cover everything I need to cover about the missions,
Yeah.
Agreed.
and then tackle online content, because I won't be able to cope if online comes out at the same time. I'll be screwed.
Same. Yeah, it's going to be tough,
It's impossible.
especially like because we're hearing a lot about Rome.
Yeah.
You know, Rome is a huge talking point for people, right? Especially, I just got back into GTA RP. I was on like a 2-year hiatus with it because I've been in Red Dead this whole time.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a newspaper. I own the newspaper in Forgotten Trails, and then I just found a GTA RP server called Neon Rewind that I'm having fun in. Now, what's gonna happen with CFX after if we happen to see Rome come out?
I'm still trying to piece together the pieces myself. So over the past 3 weeks, I've been interviewing people for a video that I've got coming out about it, which, by the way, is going to be 3 hours and 40 minutes long.
Woo!
Yeah, I've been working on this video for 4 months.
That edit's going to be wild.
Yeah. Oh, to be honest, it's mostly done. I just need to drop in the clips of the interviews and cut them up a little bit. But it's with CFX. What Rockstar, so the big mistake that Rockstar made when they acquired CFX and obviously 5M, Red M in the process, is they brought on a team of people where that team of people was already falling apart. And a lot of the people within that team were petulant children. Like, there was people falling out. There was many crimes that were committed. And in my little documentary, 3-hour documentary, I'm going to go over all of that. But there's so much intricate detail around every single thing that happened that Rockstar probably bought CFX not to develop 5M. They probably bought it to buy the competition, and then if it crashes and sinks, who cares?
I mean, that makes sense. That's a tyrant move, though. Like, not for nothing. That's some tyrannical shit.
Yeah,
and
it is.
And I mean, and I'll reference Jetro's video because Jetro put out a video recently about the whole big ordeal that came out, which I haven't even finished looking through that whole document. It's insane.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm such a big fan of 5M, and I want to see all these things come to online world, because one of the biggest things for me is stability.
Yeah.
CFX is not stable, you know. Constantly crashing. You never know if the server's going to actually be working. You don't know if it's even going to exist the next day. And I feel like we're going to get a lot more stability if we get Rome.
Well, yes and no. So Rome will be far more stable. And I'm not even sure if they're going to call it Rome. That might just be the project name at the moment. It might just be No Pixel, just revamped. But
oh God.
the problem they've got is they can do whatever they want with Roam and NoPixel and whatever, and make it the best, easy to access thing possible. Like you could have like 13-year-olds that will be able to just log in and just crack on with it, or someone that's never played GTA before, crack in and log on and play it. But the big problem is that they're still owned by Take-Two, which is really litigious, hates anything about copyright laws, won't let people import their own assets. We're going to be going in this cycle of constant repeating over and over and over again of someone does something in Rockstar's platform, Take-Two threaten to sue them, content gets removed, and we think they're getting a lot of attention now for it. There's going to be nothing compared to what's going to happen. And when's this podcast coming out? Because there's something I want to talk about, but I can't talk about it until the 10th.
I think it comes out Tuesday. Tuesday is my calendar would come out.
Okay, that's not the 10th, but
nope.
But by the time of this coming out, 2 days after this comes out, I'm making an announcement on my channel, and I can't say much else, but maybe in the future it's something we can talk about when it drops. But yeah, that project's going to be absolutely insane, and
that's great. Well, I mean, they're so good. Some of the things that you see in these CFX servers are amazing. I mean, bowling, vehicles. I mean, we've even seen some of like they added some of the drug stuff into GTA Online, the pizza delivery job, which is so simple, but I love pizza. I eat pizza every day. So to have the pizza job in there, that's when I play on the PlayStation, that's all I do. I deliver pizzas.
But that's the problem, that like with Take-Two being so like litigious about everything and suing everyone left, right, and center. Like even the races in GTA Online, just the standard races from A to B where you do the loops in the sky and all of that stuff, that came from the modding community. Everything that we see in GTA Online was originally created by the modding community. But then someone goes and modifies something that Take-Two stole, and then Take-Two try and sue them. It's like, the thing is, I can't blame them because they're legally in their right to do it, but it's just annoying.
Yeah, didn't they try to take you down once too? Didn't they? Yeah, they got you for a video.
6 videos they got me for.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I won every time though.
I know
hard.
Well, the thing is right. So the way I saw it was, their claims against my channel were false. They were illegal. Like they were claiming that I was using GTA content. They claimed my entire video for using GTA content, but using GTA content in my videos, cutscenes you can't use necessarily. Well, you can, but it's a bit of a grey area. But gameplay is protected by fair use. So they issued the claims. I disputed them every time, and the worst thing that can happen is they take me to court, and then I gain off that as well, because that's some good PR. So you know what I mean? Like, I'll win anyway. And I've spoken to my management a few times when Take-Two have come after me, and they've helped me draft up emails, and they've stuck their fingers to Take-Two. But the thing is, I don't want to stick the finger to Take-Two, but they can't try and stick the finger to me first.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, who wants
to loosen the fuck up?
Yeah, who wants to fight against Rockstar? We love Rockstar. Like, honestly, we love Rockstar. They've put out some very great products. I mean, Bully is my favorite Rockstar game of all time. The Red Dead series.
Red Dead 2 won me over.
Yeah,
won me over completely. Cinematically, story-wise, gameplay, everything. It was
I wish we got Agent. That's one game that I wish we definitely would have gotten at one point when that was.
Never say never. I mean, GTA 6 is going to get Rockstar through the next 5 years, but then they will start working on another game. And it won't be Red Dead 3. It won't be any other title. It'll be a new IP, or they'll revive a very old IP.
Yeah, there were some rumors a couple months ago that they were possibly working on like a what was it, like, it wasn't LA Noire, but it was like related to LA Noire, and it had something to do with a musician. Team Bondi, yes.
Right, so the Team Bondi thing, so Rockstar just acquired Video Games Deluxe.
They're in Australia, right?
Yeah, so they used to be, well, the guy that owns Video Games Deluxe used to own Team Bondi, which Team Bondi were the company that made LA Noire, and then they also made LA Noire, and then Video Games Deluxe, the new company, made LA Noire, the Case Files, the VR one.
Oh, I love that one.
But what happened is when Grove Street Games tried to make the remasters of the Definitive Edition and absolutely ballsed up the whole thing, Video Games Deluxe came in and fixed it. And then after that happened, Rockstar decided to buy them. But when they used to be called Team Bondi, like back in 2010, 2013, Rockstar tried to buy them back then, but it all went to shit. So I think now the team that they've bought in Australia is probably just going to act as, GT Online updates for the Australian market. I don't think they're going to be making games. I hope they are. I mean, the team's
I would love
brilliant.
to.
They're actually good developers. Like, they're insane. They're one of the best teams in that hemisphere. So it'd be cool to see what they come up with, but hopefully there'll be more VR integration with some of the Rockstar titles.
I would love that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would love to see, especially, I mean, VR is becoming more clear. The technology is for some odd reason, VR seems to me to be a bit more like primitive still.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But it's moving along pretty good. I think the augmented reality has really changed the game now, though.
Yeah.
Because what is it? The Quest 3 has the
so
augmented,
I've
right?
got the Quest 3 and it's got the pass-through mode.
Yeah, that shit is amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like fucking Tony Stark. Like, I swear to God, I feel like Tony Stark moving the menu and I could still see behind.
I tried to do a whole edit in VR. I don't know, you can get the virtual workspaces, the augmented reality. It was okay, but like, because you're dealing with quite a low pixel density, because you're dealing with essentially what was a big monitor, like small text is just not really visible, and then you find yourself straining. So it's like it gets a bit shit after a while. But like, it was only 10 years ago where VR used to be 4 things around your room, and you needed to have like the actual receivers and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember.
What was it? Was it the Valve system or something?
I believe it was Valve, because one of the
Valkyrie,
I think like when I think of that stuff, I think of like going to like Dave and Buster's or like one of those like trampoline park places, and they had like the VR section with all them cords and like walls and stuff. So I always think about I always go back to that when talking about that.
Yep, it was Valve.
Yeah. I just tried to drink under the mask and it went up my fucking nose.
I saw that.
Oh, shit, be careful, man.
You ever snorted water, boys?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
We've been to the beach. Yep.
Not on purpose, though.
No, it's like going to the beach and you're laying there, you're just like, and then.
Yeah.
Well, and that water is amazing because it's salty and fucking.
Yep.
Only Tuesdays.
So yeah, I mean, Gio, do you have anything else? You got anything else you want to bring up?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you already touched on, how you're. I really wanted to know like what your initial reaction was, like when you first read the response from like the guys from fucking Paradise, like the way they responded, and like just how condescending they fucking were, because that's really what it was.
So my actual reaction to it, so in that video that I posted, I think it was like yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
I recorded that whole video, and then the section where I commented on what they said came after. So I was literally exporting the video, and I was on my phone, and I got the notification on Twitter that they responded.
Oh, shit.
So I literally glanced through it first, didn't read it properly, but then just turned my microphone on and started actually recording it. So my actual reaction was what was in like my video about it. But when I read through the line about "you're just gamers," that line there, I don't think out of everything Paradise done, nothing has made me angry. Like everything's made me like annoyed, but like that's the only thing I read, which is like that is the biggest middle finger to everyone who actually has supported them, whether they're a scam or not. So yeah, that pissed me off. Yeah.
No. There was a lot that when they kept making a statement and they marked it with "we did it," or we did that. I was like, yo, are you fucking 12? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, this isn't how you respond. This isn't a professional response in any way, shape, or form.
The thing is,
that really annoyed
in their
me.
question post where they asked people to ask them questions, the 5 top comments, I think mine was the top comment with like 80 something likes or whatever it was, asked them like 5 questions. They didn't address any of those. And the rest of the 5 top comments, none of those questions were addressed. Like when they're asking questions, they were asking themselves questions that no one answered. And this is what happened last time they posted that document, that Q&A document. They're asking themselves questions, but which no one gave a shit about.
Yeah.
It's like, what does your
Literally.
release timeline look like? No one cares. Show us some game.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
I think
Like,
the first
Sanchez
5
got
questions.
removed from their server, and after he got removed from the server, he asked me to do like recognizance.
Yeah.
So I hopped in and I waited. I think it was a day or so, because it was 12 hours after I was in the server that I got removed, and the reason I got removed was because I was inquiring. Like, I was being as respectful as fucking possible. I was just trying to find out, what was used, what game engines are being used, this and that, like kind of asking questions about assets, this and that. They didn't want to hear fucking none of it. I just got removed. Nobody touched base. I was getting reactions to it, like other people wanted to know what the fuck it was too. But
did I tell you about their moderator reaching out to me?
No, what?
So their moderator announced that he used to work for Fantastic, the people behind the Day Before scam.
Okay.
And then I put it in my video, and he reached out to me like, people are giving me death threats and all of this. And I'm like, bro, you've just spent like 9 months, whatever it is, 6 months, like blocking people for asking questions. You could have stopped people getting scammed. Yeah. Don't say you don't know what was happening. You worked for the company that did it before. And he was like he was just getting angry about it. And he sent me a load of messages getting all arsy. I was like, dude, you let a scam happen. And he was like, oh, I just worked for the company. I didn't do it. And I'm like, well, you still took the paycheck to scam people.
Yeah, you're just as liable.
Yeah.
The par token, apparently, that they got paid, or well, they're not getting any par token, apparently, because there is no par token.
That shit fucking plummeted.
Yeah.
Now, my last question: when do you think? And I need whoever's listening to this, please listen. Don't, because we know how the internet is. I'm not asking them when it's coming out.
I know exactly what the question is.
Yep. When do you think GTA 6 is coming out?
October the 28th.
October 28th?
Yep.
Damn.
That's somebody's birthday.
It's also the anniversary of Vice City.
Oh my God.
That's very fucking true.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't even fucking put 2 and 2 together with that.
If anyone wants to know my birthday, it was the day the first Grand Theft Auto ever came out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was born the day. The year, the day.
That's sick.
So you were destined for this.
Yeah, 28th of November, 1997.
Yeah, GTA chose you. You didn't choose GTA.
It chose me. It's weird. I only figured this out like a month ago as well. I was like, oh, shit. I was born on the day Grand Theft Auto 1 came out.
Which is your favorite one?
GTA 5, then GTA 4, then Vice City. But from nostalgia, Vice City, GTA 5, then GTA 4.
Yeah.
Wow. No shout out to San Andreas. Any reason?
Right. Yeah. So
yeah.
Trust me, I
thought San Andreas was shit.
Really?
Hey, you know what? People want to beat the shit out of me because I said New Vegas wasn't that good. So like, I kind of feel the same way about San Andreas. San Andreas wasn't amazing. Yeah, you could do cool things. I mean, it just, you couldn't do much.
For me, if you look at Vice City, like you've got the soundtrack, which was one of the best soundtracks in gaming.
Oh, that's already a selling point.
You have some of the best 80s rock in there, and even some of the 80s pop. Like every 80s pop song that I know now is because of Vice City. You have the soundtrack, you have the lighting, you have the colors, you have the characters, you have the story of like a cartel-based Miami-esque 80s thing. Like it's everything that I love in a movie. Like
cocaine.
With San Andreas, it was a bit like, not that it is a bad game, but I thought it was shit because I couldn't relate to it.
No,
that's completely understandable.
Yeah,
very understandable.
Yeah, because like, I mean, there's people go through different things, and when they play, and like, I guess that's why GTA 5 is as good as it is, because you have different perspectives of different people, and it gives you 100%. That opportunity to live those experiences, and that's what makes it fun. Yeah, it's still, and at times it's still fun. It's still fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, CyberBoi, the one thing we like to do here on Clean and Friends is we love to leave them wanting more. So, Cyber, for those who have never seen you before, my 12
inches
people fan base, and I wish if it was 12 inches, I'd be able to satisfy a beluga whale. But
he's been dreaming, though. He's been dreaming.
Yeah, I mean, I heard they have surgeries for that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be very lucky. Apparently, I could use a middle finger and switch it up.
Don't test your luck any further. Don't fucking test your luck.
It's a true thing. It happened to some guy before. He got his.
That's fine, but for you, I would not test my luck. Don't do it.
Yeah, because I would try it.
I know you would try it, but it would be an epic failure, and I have to live with the crying and bitching every fucking day. It's not happening.
Well, you'd have to film it, so. So, Cyber, where can we find you? Where can we find you, my brother?
I'm just CyberBoi, but boy spelled B-O.
It's pretty simple, you know, everywhere to see. Yeah, man. So I just want to say, I appreciate everything that you've done for this during the Paradise situation. It was truly helpful.
Wait, no, I'm going to stop you. I need to stop you there. A lot of the information I got was because of stuff that you put in the Discord and you'd helped out. Like, my videos wouldn't really be possible without the help of you and the rest of the community for helping figure out stuff. Like, there is nothing in my videos. My videos would have been 1% of what they were without everyone else, including you. So you don't need to say any of that shit, man. Like, it's a community project.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's something to, you know, they always say, and you know, when you see a lot of these content creators, you never think that a lot of them would give you the time of day, but you did. Yeah. You, Jetro, Lightbeer, I mean, you guys were very monumental in making sure getting eyes on this, and you know, it's kind of like a two-way street. You know, you know, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have as many eyes on it as we have now, and it's shitty that some of you guys have gotten treated the way that you have been treated, gotten some of the death threats and stuff like that. That sucks, you know? Yeah. And, you know, for the sake of, you know, the community, you know, we truly appreciate you for what you did, and I couldn't be more grateful. And plus, I made some new friends too, so.
Oh, yeah, well, that's, I mean, all Paradise was about was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. That's right. Guys, thank you so much. We'll be back in about 2 weeks with a new episode. You know where to find CyberBoi. Make sure you check out all his content. Check out his Flat Earth series, too. I am telling you, it is really good. It is really good. We love you guys, and see you later.
Gang shit.